All right, people, guess where we are now? Nottingham. That's right. Capo land. Out the Ville land. Joe Buddha land. And basically we're here because Joe Buddha's put on an event and I'm bumping into artists outside and I'm going to be bringing them in here to do little talks. And right now I've got a guy here with me. He goes by the name of Habitat 617 and I'm going to get him to tell us a little bit about himself and hopefully get him to do a little a cappella for you as well. So keep listening. Bro, do you want to introduce yourself?
Big up. Habitat 617, representing Heavy Links. I've been deep in the Nottingham hip-hop scene for many years. Just dropped a new single, The Settlement, produced by DJ Fever, featuring Scorsese, Lee Ramsey. Been working with legends. Let's drop the verse for you. Sometimes you gotta cut a motherfucker down, the king of nowhere, cut down in the underground, unexpected. Encounters in desert tents, better bent the words on the drum, except the settlement, roots deep, feet planted in sediment. Live from the tar pit, sink with the dragon bones, fossils calcified, alibis, the shadow grows, it's too dope. I woke up in the catacombs or catacombs. Let's be honest, these rappers goons. I scatter runes in shattered tombs under acid moons. A classic tune, too soon to be battered. I hammer the last nail into coffins at a rapid rate. They only want to rebel, protest and agitate. I want to study complex puzzles. At least they can't say I procrastinated, sat and waited. I played my part and earned a late rep on the acetate. Big up Blade, 521, Heavy Links.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about Heavy Links?
Heavy Links is old school. We're from Lincoln. We used to be a live hip hop night. We had people like Blade, Skinny Man come through back in the day, live sessions, and then that morphed into me and my brother Donny Proper. El Tell the Dopeness on the beats. We've got plenty of records out there, full back catalogue. Now it's Habitat 617 on the solo tip, working with DJ Fever from Nottingham, Out the Ville legend. It's all the people that inspired me, man. Capo, Scorsese, Lee Ramsey. Without them boys, there'd be no Habitat. So, you know, just trying to do my best to make good hip hop, make that boom bap shit.
You said without them boys, there'd be no Habitat. And I wonder, would there actually be any kind of recognition for the Nottingham scene without them boys?
Oh, mate. Well, obviously there's the generation before that, legendary P Brothers. Like, without them, there'd probably be nothing going on around here. But yeah, man. Out the Ville, that was like, I remember the first time I ever saw them boys live on stage at the Bomb back in the day. I was absolutely blown away by how good they were. In fact, I think you were playing that night as well, the first night I ever went to there. I remember, it's such a vivid memory of walking down the steps there and seeing Scorsese for the first time. And to be honest, Heavy Links, we've been trying to emulate Capo and Scorsese speak. The first time I heard that on Capo's Spaz the World record, that was where I really got a reference of what I wanted to do with hip hop and where to fit in, you know, when I first heard that track. And yeah, my first time seeing Capo live, if I remember correctly, was Guru playing at Rock City and Capo was in support and he climbed up the speakers in Rock City. It's like a legendary event in my head, seeing Capo climbing up the speakers. And I was there in the crowd as like 18, 19-year-old, and that's where something clicked. I was like, yeah, I want to do this. So just trying my hardest, you know.
So what's your plans for the future? I mean, you've got your records that you're working on and everything, but I really want to kind of delve into more the understanding of the business side of things because, like, I just feel like, me speaking honestly, I feel like people are putting records out, but there's no business structure that's kind of getting them to the levels that they deserve to be at. So what I'm trying to get at is, are you just going to put a record out and hope for the best and just do whatever on Bandcamp and whatever, or is there another plan that's going to kind of help you elevate to be heard by masses, more people, hopefully broaden the horizons and, you know, get more hip-hop artists the recognition they deserve?
Yeah, man, I mean, that's the dream. It's such a niche market, you know, it's the niche market, this underground UK boom bap, like, I kind of see if people like Scorsese and Capo haven't made it to the next level, who am I to then expect to? But, you know, it's like a little independent industry. I'm working with Boom Bap Professionals label. We know how many records we can sell. We got a decent underground following. Shouts to all the supporters out there. You just got to do the best that you can with it and press what you can. I'm working on a series of 7 inches at the minute, trying to, you know, get my name out there and establish it. Record collectors getting involved, trying to build socials and all that sort of thing, which don't come naturally to some of us old boys, you know. So yeah, I'm doing that. And the same, me and DJ Fever working on an album. We've been talking about it for many years. He's he's doing that at the minute, so that'll hopefully be coming out on 12-inch towards the end of the year. But I don't know, man. It is what it is. People hear it and think it's dope. It's all good, but I don't know how far there is to go. You tell me. You've been doing it a lot longer than I have.
Well, okay, so from my perspective, I feel the sky's the limit. I feel if there's any limitations put on us, it's because we put them on ourselves. I feel that if everyone stopped looking at the people that were amazing but didn't get the opportunities they deserved and started looking at creating their own opportunities, and instead of putting little barriers on yourself and going, if they didn't make it, we can't. And going, if they didn't make it, maybe let's look at the reasons why they didn't make it and let's correct those reasons. And do you see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, yeah.
So do you think we're holding ourselves back? Or do you think the opportunities just aren't there because no one's interested in what we're doing outside of the people that are interested in what we're doing?
Yeah, I just don't know, man. I've always just considered myself into like underground hip hop, and all the artists I like have stayed underground. You know, American rappers that I'm into, like, you know, they're not getting the big views and the big hits. I don't know where there is to go, but I'm not business minded like that. I just like rapping. My brother Donny Proper, he makes these mixtapes that you know, he sells all around the world. Does these artists mixtapes? I try and emulate the sales of that a little bit with what I'm trying to do, but I'm not business minded enough for that sort of thing. I don't know if radios are going to pick us up. Shouts to all the radio DJs that do support, but I don't know how big or wide the scene could possibly be. I don't want to say that like I'm being negative about it, because I love the UK hip hop scene so much. I've been mad into it since, you know, the days of Mark B and Blade.
If I'm being honest, I kind of see that as a little bit of a defeatist attitude. You know, and I'm not trying to gun you down or
No,
anything,
it's
but
all
I'm
good,
just
mate.
saying, you know, because I think the world's your oyster, basically. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like you can create whatever you want to create for yourself and get yourself up to the levels that you feel that you deserve to be at. We didn't have the tools you have. Do you know what I'm saying? But we had the belief that you wouldn't understand. Yeah, we believed in ourselves to a level where we were just like, yeah, we're better than the Americans. We can do as good as the Americans. And if they can get these big shows, so can we. Next thing you know is we're standing there performing headline gigs with 4,000 people watching us. So what I'm saying is maybe just focus a little bit more on the business aspect of it, or get someone who understands the business aspect of it. Don't wake up in the morning thinking this is it. Wake up in the morning going, whatever it is, I'm going to change it to what I want it to be. You know, and if all I'm saying is, if you've gone through all the hassle of becoming good at what you do and you believe in yourself to that level, then maybe just push that a little further on the business side.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm trying. Like I say, I plough my money into the records. I'm breaking even and making a little bit here and there where I can. I've got a tight team. I'm trying to build as much as I can at the minute. I'm expanding. I was telling you earlier. Shouts to Jack Slater. Shouts to Downside Bazaar. People I've hooked up with through your channel. Shouts to Sleep's cousin Lou. Big up. A lot of people out there that are of a similar stature, and we're all like-minded. And it does feel, I kind of feel with UK hip-hop, in my experience of being into it for the last 20 years, it goes up and down. It has peaks and troughs of interest. It kind of dropped off in my mind maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Once the Boom Bap Festival thing stopped, the whole thing seemed to just die off a little bit. But it's on the come up again at the minute. 4 Hours played, they've just done their tour. They played at Rescue Rooms a couple of weeks ago. I was on the support, Capo was there. It was absolutely jam-packed, so, it's good to see that people are coming out and supporting this shit. And I do feel like we're on the rise again at the minute with the UK hip-hop scene, so, I want to just do the best I can in it. Just, the trick is, Blade, just keep putting bangers out in it. Just make the best music you can.
Yeah, but that's the point I'm making. It's like, there's no point putting bangers out if they're falling on deaf ears. So you got to find a way to get those ears undeafened, innit?
Yeah, man.
Do you want to give them your Insta?
I do. Habitat.617 on Insta. Give me a follow on there. I've been trying my best to put some entertaining content on there. So yeah, give it a follow. Big up.
And what about Heavy Links?
Heavy Links Hip Hop.
Yep.
Big up.
Yeah. Do you want to just big up your record again and just give a couple of shout outs?
The Settlement, featuring Scorsese, Lee Ramsey, produced by DJ Fever. That's out on Boom Bap Professionals. I just want to shout out Mike Crone from Deftex, the unofficial mentor. Shout out Capo, Scorsese, DJ Fever, Boom Bap Professionals. Shout out my brother and DJ Donny Proper, Midlands Mixtape King. Shout out Blade. Hopefully get down to 521 Studios, drop a little live session at some point soon. But yeah, big up all the supporters.
While you were doing the shout outs, in my mind, I was visualizing you winning a Grammy or something. But yeah, bro, hopefully catch you in the studio one of these days.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's make that happen.
Big up.
All right? Wicked.
Respect.
Thanks, bro. All right.
Thank you.